Welcome, this is Catherine Magana, a certified financial planner professional, and today I'm going to cover who needs financial planning and what is the financial planning process. Creating a lifestyle financial plan allows you to look at your short-term and long-term goals, and with a financial plan, it gives you a roadmap to make sure you're making those right financial decisions and what the impact of those decisions are. A lifestyle financial plan can benefit all different income levels and ages, and everyone's in a different place in their lives, and no two people have the exact same goals or finances. And so it's important that you have a unique financial plan that's really tailored specifically to you. A comprehensive financial plan can cover savings and investing, planning for retirement, education planning for kids or grandkids, emergencies, major purchases, insurance needs, and financial goals and other priorities. So everybody should consider getting a financial plan. As you can see here on the life planning chart here from age 10 to 80s, you can see there's different ages, and obviously in those time frames there's different things that come up. And in my experience, I've actually seen at different ages some different goals and objectives. So you're probably thinking, gosh, 10 years old. Well, my daughter at the age 10 had a goal of buying a German Shepherd, and she actually saved and bought half. And so at a very young age, she had a goal. And so yes, even those that are 10 years old have goals. We see those that are in their 20s, potentially they're either in college or phasing out of college or some other type of career. And at that time, they may have some debt, or they may be looking at their careers and starting to save and invest, and potentially even looking at buying a new home. So then we have those in their 30s and 40s. During that time, they're accumulating wealth, they're starting their careers, they're buying homes, potentially having families, and it could also be those furry animal family members too. And so anytime you have those goals, you want to see, okay, what is the cost of some of these goals that I have? And then we have those that are their 40s and 50s. Perhaps they're saving for retirement, or they're traveling, or perhaps they have kids going to college or grandkids that they want to help pay for. And so there's obviously different ages and different goals during those different time frames. And then we have those that are 60s and 70s, potentially phasing into retirement, maybe working part-time, or potentially moving out of state, or staying, or looking at downsizing, or what does that retirement look like for them. And then we have those 70s and 80s, perhaps in their 70s they might want to downsize, or they may want to do reunions for family, or they may want a second home. And then those in their 80s, by that point usually your estate's in order, you're enjoying family time, and you're just enjoying life, or perhaps needing some additional long-term care needs. So it doesn't matter what age you're at different ages, everybody has different goals and objectives and things that are important to them. And so a certified financial planner professional is qualified to help you make some of those financial decisions along the way, and that's where the financial planning process comes into play. So before going through the financial planning process, you will agree with your financial planner on how you're going to work together, the time frame, the cost, and what the engagement looks like. So now you're probably wondering, okay, what's this financial planning process? So the CFP board puts out a 7-step process, and I'm going to go over those in general with you today. So step number 1, understanding clients' personal and financial circumstances. This is when you're going to get to know your financial planner, and they're going to ask a lot of questions, and what they want to know is they want to get to know you. They're going to need to know your values, your life expectancies, your health, and what's important to you, start learning about your goals. And then there's going to be some information, potentially more objective information, such as your age, your assets, your liabilities, kind of more of that, the numbers and social security statements, retirement statements. And so usually your financial planner will give you a list of items that they're going to need from you, including tax returns, information on your homes. And so it's very detailed. The more accurate information we have from you, then the better we are in reviewing the information and giving you the financial plan and making sure we have the right information for you. And so through the kind of first couple of steps, the next step is step 2, which is identifying and setting goals. And so as we kind of gather information from you and kind of learn about you, then we start figuring out, okay, what's the impact of some of these goals, and how are we going to help you prioritize and start setting some of these goals with you. Then step 3 is analyze and evaluate the current status and potential alternative courses of action. So basically during this time, we're looking at, okay, what are you currently doing, and what are the advantages and disadvantages? Also, we're looking at, are there any potential financial blind spots that you may have, and starting to think about, okay, what are some other things we might consider doing? So this is still, once again, we're still analyzing, we're reviewing. Once again, there's a lot of information. There might be a few phone calls or a few consultations as we're gathering this information. Then step 4 is develop the financial planning recommendations. And so during this time, there are some assumptions that are put into place, and estimates. And so your financial planner may look at life expectancy, inflation, factoring in tax rates, as well as investment returns will be addressed during this time. And so one of the things that's being done is really looking at the timing and priority of the recommendations, and what are going to be the recommendations that we're going to share. So step 5 is presenting the financial planning recommendations. And this is usually done orally, in person, on the phone, or now sometimes virtually. And this is usually done along with a written document, or sometimes we'll do that online with you, or a combination of the two. And this is where we're sharing our recommendations and things that we found and things that you could be doing a little differently. And then step 6 is now implementing the financial planning recommendations. And this is when your certified financial planner professional addresses the implementation responsibilities, who's going to do what and what's the timeline. And so that's something that, once again, there will be some action steps that you'll have to take. And even though the implementation plan has been set, it's really a collaborative process. So if you are saying on your end, if you're going to do something, it has to make sure it gets done. Otherwise, along the way, the other steps won't get done. So it is a collaborative approach, and maybe some adjustments have to be made along the way. And then step 7 is monitoring progress and updating. And so it's important as you do your financial plan, it's not, hey, I just do my plan and I'm done. It's revisiting and making sure, okay, what have I accomplished? And now are there new goals? Are there new priorities? Has anything changed financially for you? And getting some updated information. And so it's kind of an ongoing, once again, you have set up your financial plan, the process, you're implementing things, you're monitoring it and seeing the success. And so it's important, and over time, your goals may change and your priorities may change as well. If you would like to set up an initial financial planning consultation, or if you have any questions about the process that I just shared, you can reach me directly at 760-692-5190. That's 760-692-5190. And of course, we have a disclaimer, and this information is being discussed for informational purposes only. Please consult with your tax advisor, attorney, or financial advisor about your specific recommendations. Thank you.